I believe we are live, and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Griever back here with a live stream. It has been so goddamn long since I've done a live stream, and I'm happy to be here. Are you guys happy? You happy to see this old Canadian face of mine? I know I shaved, so it's not a bearded, rugged face anymore, but aren't you guys happy to see me? Because I'm happy to see you guys. I really am. Pretty ecstatic. It's a good Friday, all that fun jazz. We're going to wait a few minutes, as we always do, our obligatory minutes, to see who's going to show up. Because we have ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, a 60-page chapter. 60 pages. That's what we're going for. I mean, you know, I wasn't planning on live reacting to this, but knowing that One Punch Man with all the delays, and then knowing Valkyrie being so slow, and then the Yona chapter being meh, and all the delays with One Piece, it's like, you know what? I only plan to do the live reaction to kind of the couple of tail end chapters of the fight, of any Valkyrie chapter. But you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do this 60-page chapter. It dropped like 30 minutes ago, and I was like, live stream. Let's do a live stream, because I know you guys are thirsty for it. I'm thirsty for it. I'm thirsty for this beer. I'm thirsty for the chapter. I'm thirsty for everything. I'm thirsty for women. I like big asses. I cannot lie. All that fun jazz, you know? All right. So as I said, we're still going to wait, but I can always read the chat. We got One Above All saying in here, I have arrived. You missed the D there, brother. You missed the D. I mean, you literally missed the D in more ways than one. And my YouTube channel, that's Chubb in here saying, hype. Yeah, we got that hype. We are here. We got the hype. He also says, first live stream in like over a month. I know, but that's because my live streams, like, I only have 300 plus subscribers, right? So I don't feel like I can just do a nonchalant live stream. Like, it's either got to be gaming, it's got to be a chapter reaction. There needs to be content. I can't just sit back and just tell you guys, hey, I'm live streaming. Let's just, you and I have a little chat about anime and manga. Not gonna fly. I don't have 10,000 subscribers. I got 300. It's not gonna happen, right? So that's why I have to wait for this type of content. That's why I'm so happy that we finally got something worth live reacting to. I'm really happy about this. One says, boy, this chapter, and I know, I'm excited too. See, we're just gonna wait. As I said, we're gonna wait our obligatory, I mean, we're 3 minutes into the stream. I usually wait about 5 to 7 to get into the chapter. I usually just like to wait for people to jump in. Dragon's Rage is in here, says, yo, and I have to have a big shout out to Dragon's Rage, The One Above All, and Dark Knight Wing. I hope I'm saying that name. It wasn't Dark Wing Knight or whatever. All of you guys know that my uncle passed away a couple, like a month ago and whatever. And I made that video the other day, just basically explaining, like, this isn't a dead channel, guys. Just busy with other stuff right now, sort of thing. You guys came through and you said, take your time, offer your condolences and all that fun jazz. And I really, really appreciate that. So thank you very much. I just want to say that live here to all. And I'm probably missing somebody, and I apologize if I'm missing any names, but there was a few people on Twitter, and there was some people in the Discord, and like Soraya and Keishan and Chubb and people like that. You guys all, gave me your condolences when it happened, and you gave your condolences when I made that video, to explain why I was, a little off this month. So, thank you very much. I can't wait to get into this chapter, guys. I really can't. It's going to be so good. Like, I can't wait. I'm curious as to what's going to go down. I'm so curious. Like, what are we going to see? Like, 60 pages. I'm under the impression. here's my forethought. And you guys know that I don't read Raws and I don't check spoilers and all that stuff. So here's my prediction. It's not going to be the whole fight. Like, some of the pages, we're either going to go back to Buddha and Loki, or we're going to see what Zeus is up to, or maybe one of the other human combatants. Like, I don't see us spending 60 pages just on the fight. I think we're going to jump to something else, but I don't know who. Is it going to be Zeus? Is it the Loki Buddha thing? Not sure, but I think we're going to get like 5-6 pages of something else alongside of the fight, right? We're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, as I said, guys, I'm sorry for the delay. I feel like we've got the cats that want to be here already in here sort of idea, and I hate to delay you guys, but I always like to wait because I've learned that. I've learned that over the time of doing all these live streams, the One Punch Man ones, the Valkyrie ones, even my gaming ones for Knights of the Old Republic, which I enjoyed so much. I'm going to be doing Dungeon Siege one soon. Dungeon Siege 1, if you guys remember that retro-ass game. Not retro for me, but retro for some. I'm going to be doing that soon-ish. I've learned my lesson that you kind of have to wait. You got to give it that 5 minutes. You know, at least a full 5, if not more, before you start. That being said, though, we are 6.5 minutes in. And I know you guys want to talk to me about this. And here's the deal. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to talk to me about this chapter like I've done in previous live streams. After we're done the chapter, I'm going to open up my Discord live, and anybody who wants to jump in and talk about this chapter or about Valkyrie or about whatever, we'll have about like the last 20 minutes, half hour of the stream. I'll just hear you guys' thoughts live sort of idea. I enjoyed doing that a couple of live streams ago. So I think that'll be fun. So if anybody's interested, we'll do that. If not, we'll just end the stream. No big deal. But either way, let's get into this. One above all says, sure. Chubb says, Griever, he unlocked his inner peace. Inner peace. And yeah, oh boy, says the one. So, all right, let's just jump right in, guys. This is Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, chapter 33. And we are on page 1 on Manga Dex. Can't wait. All right. So, one day, in the month of January, the month I was born, 1767, not the year I was born, in the province of Shinano, something unhuman, not inhuman, not human, but unhuman, so not a human, was born. This is Owashi village in the Chisagata district. Chapter 33, 100 Seals. So we're seeing a couple, a farmer from Oshimuro, Hanamon, and his wife Ken had come to the realization that their son, Tarakuchi, was already 2 years and 8 months old. Okay, so did they not know how to count? I'm missing some context here, but let's see. By the time I was 3, I was already able to stand. Children normally should be able to do that at the age of 1. Oh, okay. So we're jumping to the fact that the kid's already 2, but he can't seem to stand. All right. Fair enough. By the time I was 3, I was already able to stand. Children normally should be able to do that at the age of 1. What should we do? And the mother reaches out and said, Tarakuchi, please grow up to be big and strong. And the child laughs. However, 1 week later, we're back, Taro. I bet you're hungry. The food will be ready in a... Huh? And the kid has stood. No way! Taro, you! And he's standing. We see the feet. Taro Kuchi is standing up! And they're so happy. I mean, yeah, I understand why parents would be happy, right? Like, I guess my parents were kind of blessed because me and my brother, regardless how, as you can tell, between the amount of alcohol and oxygen we've taken in over our adult life, we were actually very intelligent children. I mean, elementary school was a breeze, junior high was a joke, high school, I mean, I skipped half of my year and still graduated with an 80 something, so it's not something like we were very intelligent children, so our parents never had to worry about these things. But I can imagine the worry of a parent, which I'm planning on being one in the next few years. So I can imagine the worry they would have going like, well, I was able to read the alphabet at the age of 3. I was able to walk by the age of 2. I was able to do this. I was able to do that. And you're going to always compare what you were able to do at their age to them. And you're always going to be worried about your kid being either slow or have some mental disability or something like that. So I get these parents' worry. I truly do. As a father-to-be in the next few years, I understand these parents' worry. I really do. This resonates with me very, very heartily. So I get it. I really do. So he's standing up. And we're on page 5, guys. We're only on page 5. I'm so proud of you, Taro. The mother rushes forward. Mom, and then steps forward. Apparently, like, it looks like the big toe and the little toe are broken. The veins are popping up. What's going on here? What in the goddamn hell spawn is this? What the actual fuck? The fuck? What is this? What is this? Did we go from, okay, the little baby's a little slow, he's going to learn how to walk soon, and then all of a sudden he becomes 666 burned in the back of his goddamn forehead? What are we dealing with here? We're dealing with, Damien? What the hell is this shit? Okay, he stood up and all of a sudden every muscle in his being became goddamn shredded as a 3-year-old. And he's apparently losing his mind. He broke some of his baby teeth. This is disgusting. Okay, what the fuck? We need context. Like, ugh. God damn. Okay, alright. Let me skip that page. If I didn't already have a beer, I would need a beer. How is that normal? Jesus fucking Christ. That's some scurry shit right there. That is some scurry shit. Alright. So we got Terukuchi stood up for the first time in his life and apparently became a goddamn sumo wrestler. Terukuchi! And then I touched him and said his legs and his arms, even his ribs, they had all broken. So his entire body... So he stood up, gained super muscle. He became ultimate muscle. Hit a body slam. The human race ultimate muscle. And then it broke every goddamn bone in his goddamn body, apparently. Like, what the fucking hell? Okay. Yeah, like, look, literally, next page, page 8. He's ultimate muscle. He's kid muscle. He's Kaneko man. He did the whole thing. He did the whole ultimate muscle. And then it broke every bone in his body. Was it his bones that were weak? Nay. The little boy's bones broke because of the pressure of his very own muscles. So once again, he's Kaneko man. And I'm good with this. That is such an underrated anime and manga series. It was a forefather around the time of Dragon Ball Z, and it was fucking fantastic. If this problem persisted, Tadakuchi would die because of his own raw power. In spite of this, the boy would not stop moving forward. And then there's the parents. He's crawling. He's hurting himself, but he keeps working. He bandages himself. The parents are pleading with him. And then eventually, he's able to withstand his own muscles and to not give up on himself. Tadakuchi chose not to give up on himself. And look at that man. This kid is basically Odin from One Piece. Kid was a boss by the age of 3. He couldn't control his chadness. He couldn't control his bossness by the age of 3. But the man was a chad. The man had power before he even knew how to walk. This dude had strength of a god before the dude could walk or talk. I'm with this. I like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hype. Maybe I'm just hyped to get a Valkyrie chapter. Maybe I'm hyped to have a live stream and all that fun jazz. But my God, this chapter already. Page 10. We're 10 pages in. And I'm this goddamn hype. I agree with this. This is a great backstory. I love it. Check the chat really quick. See what everybody's saying. Alright. We got Chubb saying, damn, Griever was born a big brained. Yeah, I kind of was. I was actually a very smart child. I don't know what happened later in life, but I was a smart child. I had a dumb high IQ, 189. Then it went down. Dragon said, Megamind Griever. Exactly, dumb high Megamind. Mini Griever coming soon. Yeah, that's in a few years, guys. It's not happening anytime, like, in the next couple. But, I mean, maybe in the next few. You know, the wife's moving here this year, so... And I don't like condoms, so, you know. One says, something unhuman was born. Exactly. Chubb says, that's going to be your kid in 5 years. Exactly! My wife is totally against it. She's like... Won't that give me the kid muscle atrophy? I'm like, screw that shit. We're training a Super Saiyan right now. I'm working out. The kid's working out. I'm going to have a goddamn Goten. By the time the kid's 5, he'll be able to beat the shit out of an MMA fighter. That's my plan. That's my goal. The wife disapproves. We'll see what happens. That's all I can say. Painting Summer. Never seen him before here, Painting Summer. How you doing, man? That's a real condition. Sometimes the muscle produces more force than the bones can handle. I can believe that because I actually have. I don't think it would be like because free the nipple and all that stuff. But I actually have 3 inches of solid bone on top of my breastbone. I don't know if you guys can see that. If I suck in, it's there. I got 3 inches of solid bone that's trying to crush my heart every goddamn minute of my life. It's been dormant for, 15 years, so it's all good. But, yeah, there's always crazy deformities with bone muscles versus actual muscles and stuff like that. So, yeah, I can totally believe that that's a condition. MC Dude says, oh boy. The one says, yeah, that condition exists, of course, not to this extreme. No, not to that extreme, of course. Of course, everything in this manga will be exaggerated. But, I mean, the fact that there is an underlying condition that they kind of superimpose, I'm good with it because it adds a sense of realism, but also lets us have the fantasy element, so I'm good. Chubb says, damn, Griever, a Raiden hype man. I wasn't before, but I don't really like Shiva in this story at all. Because to me, Shiva's the pretty hot wife goddess of my childhood from Final Fantasy VIII. And this manga did the accurate thing. God forbid they did the, accurate. God forbid, Valkyrie. Anyways. God forbid they actually did the accurate description and make him a male and have the arms and all that stuff. And meanwhile, I'm like, where's my ice goddess? Where's she at, though? I wanted the hot, pitiful beautiful women covered in a goddamn spear of ice. Where's my waifu material? Got 0 out of Shiva. Still pissed. Shiva would lose to Adam. He can go do what every person that I don't like can go do. And yeah, so I'm not really exactly a Raiden hype man. I'm just a Shiva hate man. Let's go with that. Dragon's Rage says Raiden hype increasing. Already kind of acknowledged that. Solo Warriors in here says hi. MC Dude said, damn, a 3-inch sternum. Well, it's 3 inches of solid bone on top of the breastbone. It's kind of built into the breastbone. It's an abnormal growth of bone material. So I have like one more bone than everybody else. It's an abnormal growth on top of the breastbone. It's about 3 inches wide, 3.5 inches wide, and it's about 2 inches height. And the depth is about 3 inches, a little less. It's like 2 5/8 or 2 7/8 or something like that. God knows if it's grown or whatever, but apparently it's laid dormant since after I hit puberty. Like, it was growing and it was a concern when I was a child, but then it kind of stopped after I hit puberty and stopped growing, and it just materialized or something like that. Anyway, I didn't ever actually undergo surgeries or anything for it, but it was a thing. So, the one says, if we're being honest, we can hardly call these guys humans. Yeah, fair. MC Dude says, Shiva sucks. Glad people are seeing the light. Yeah, I don't like Shiva. One says, Vib gonna jump you if he hears you. If I ever get to meet Vib, I will be extremely happy, even if he wants to jump me. I'm good with gender equality here, guys. You guys want to jump me, I'm going to take that not in the kind of murder sense, but in the, the better sense, the love-making sense. And I just appreciate the fact that you guys love me so much that you would want to jump me. Yes, I'm from the 90s. Jump didn't used to mean kill, it used to mean lovemaking. Chubb says, wish Viv was here to help with the Shiva slander. Alright, so anyways, let's jump back. We're going to jump back into the chapter for another 10 pages. So that's what we'll do. Since 60 pages even, I'll do another 10 pages. We'll jump back to the chat, catch up, move on, sort of idea. So, page 11. Tadakuchi's body. And he's crushing. I love this art style. I really do. Art style is one of the big factors for manga for me. So this is really good. His rampaging muscles held him down. Surely his own body was like a prison to him. It kept creating new muscle fibers nonstop. So likely this is similar to, I've heard of a medical condition like this, but this is pretty much, think of every time you work out. And if you work out to your limit, and that next day where you feel like, you're like everything's so sore, it's like, oh, you bend down, it's like, oh, that doesn't feel good. But it feels good in the right, like it feels bad, I should say, in the right way though. It's not like you're pulling something. It's like these muscles are tender. They're sore as fuck because you gave them a great workout. This guy is suffering, and that's because your muscles have torn. And I'm not exactly a workout expert, guys, but I've worked out a lot of my life, so I know about this stuff. And pretty much what's happening to Raiden here is his muscle fibers are tearing and reconstructing without him even doing a push-up. Like, for me to tear the muscle fibers in my arms, I would have to do at least 100 push-ups. I would have to do at least that to feel that muscle tear in the morning. At least. That's a minimum. This dude is suffering from it without doing a single one. His muscles are tearing. The fibers are tearing automatically and reconstructing. Tearing, reconstructing, tearing, reconstructing. But it's at a super rapid rate. And that's causing him immense pain because his body and his bone structure and his immune system and all the other type of systems in his body can't keep up with his muscles. That would be agony. All I can say, that would be goddamn agony. So we reach page 12. What kept his muscles from overgrowing was called 100 seals. He looks like goddamn Akuma from like Street Fighter. He's like a baby Akuma. My God. 100 seals. Okay. So is he going to release the 100 seals like during the fight? Okay, so we're back to the fight. He says to Shiva, "Want to see me go all out?" Shiva's like, dumbass. You would have lost to Adam. Okay, we see the palm, we see the calluses right there. Good to go. Pound on the chest. Boom! Alright, he's ready to go. He's ready to go. What's he got? He clenches. He clenches. Is he breaking a seal? Is he breaking a seal? He's tearing his own body. And then, oh my God! So he broke a seal. How many seals? So, oh my God, his face is contorting. It's like looking like Porky Pig level shit. He's like, dur, 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 dur. It's going nuts. And then he, all right, that's more disgusting than Escanor. That's gross. That's not the Hulk. That's not Escanor. That's just... You remember, guys, when Escanor, like, right before he reached the 1 against Meliodas, that form was goddamn gross. It was just fat muscle. It was fat muscle. It didn't look impressive. It just looked like a hulking fat muscle. And I always hated that shot. This looks worse. This is disgusting to look at. Like, he's got, like... a 15 pack where abs don't exist. Okay. Yeah. I'll talk to you later, wife. What the hell is that? Raiden-sama. Oh, how interesting. Those muscles, says Sugata Genpaku. I'm not sure who that is. I'm sure that's a historical figure. They always have historical figures. I'm not always going to be familiar with every single one. I'm sure if I read up on it, I'll be like, I think I've heard of that before, but maybe this is one I've never heard of. So, Raiden is going out of control. Like, seriously, he's losing control. Raiden is getting crushed. Shiva, oi, don't break on me, got it? I'm so bored, I'm only gonna lose this fight because I couldn't beat Adam anyways. I'll be the one. Alright, dude, you're not Escanor, don't say the one. Don't say the one, you're not Escanor. I'm sorry, Valkyrie, you're amazing. But nobody touches Escanor the one because nobody decided that. Escanor decides. Not you. So, I'll be the one asking you that question. Page 19. Third. Alright, so he's invoking his Voland, the meaty woman. Seems to be encompassing all of his limbs. And his chest, and his face, and everything. What's happening? Oh, I see now, says Brunhild. Raiden is no longer being held back by his muscles. He's gaining complete control over them. Next page. This is the strongest fighter in history's true power. Extramuscular bone tightening. I mean, it sounds like a goddamn, like, Luffy thing. Like all the things that Luffy does with his gears. It's like, I'm going to superimpose my bones or super speed up my blood or extra muscle this because my rubber body can handle it. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool, but I was more digging the like 100 seals thing. It would have been better if they had said he's going to release 20 of the 100 seals. Like, sort of like Kaioken from Dragon Ball Z. If he went, all right, 100 seals, 10. 100 seals, 30. 100 seals, 50. I can't go beyond 50. Have to release the Voland to go to release all 100 seals. That would have been cooler. Not going to judge yet. That might still happen. But why'd they have to ruin this moment? It feels like they built up the whole, his body and the muscles can't take it. And then they said it was the 100 seals, and then they kind of forgot the 100 seals thing. Would have been cool if he said he managed to go beyond and, as Brunhild said, perfect and be able to utilize his muscles by combining with the Valen, and he's able to release the 100 seals slowly or something. I don't know. It just seemed like that to me. So we'll read the rest of the page after we check the chat. So let's scroll up here. Alrighty. Alright. I think I'm back where I was. One says Vib is the Shiva hype man. Vib said someone said my name. We all did. Damn, we summoned him, says one. Chubb says he appeared. Vib says Shiva stompin'. If it was my waifu material Shiva, yeah. Look up FF8 Shiva. Tell me that's not a better Shiva than the one in Valkyrie. Go ahead. I'll wait. That shit was bad 3D graphics and I was more excited. I'm just saying. Aladdin with a third eye and two extra arms does not impress me as much as a 3D rendered Guardian Force from Final Fantasy VIII. Just saying. Yeah, so one says, it reminds me of Muscle Man from My Hero Academia from season 2 or 3. A little bit, yeah. The one said creating new muscle fibers to increase his power. A little bit like that, yeah. MC Dude says, soreness equals pain. You got it right. Yeah, although in this case, it probably hurts a whole bunch. Exactly, yeah. Like, if you feel that soreness in the morning, like, you can tell the difference between muscle strain and fiber tearing. It's different. But the difference is that once you feel the fiber tear, you're not supposed to work out that muscle group again for a couple of days. Because the fibers need to repair to become stronger, and then you work out again. So that's why they always have... That's why the system is like a cardio day, a leg day, a chest day, and that kind of thing, because it gives your body enough time to recuperate if you do break your muscle fibers, to recuperate to the next cycle, and then you're able to build them stronger and better. Your muscle fibers are strong, but they're not strong enough for you to be breaking them every single day in the same body group or the muscle group. Let's see. One says, I mean, getting your bones crushed. I mean, yeah. MC said, Raiden is such a Chad, his body built itself. Yeah, he's quite a Chad. The one says, oh, yeah, he would 100% lose to Adam, no debate. Thank you. The one said 16-pack, actually. Well, I'm glad you counted. I wasn't going to bother because it's bullshit. Kishin Prime, message retracted. Dragon's Rage says, Raiden over Adam physically. Yeah, but the Eyes of the Lord would have won, so I don't know. Keishan Brown said, made it in time for your reaction. Hey, Keishan. One says Zeus is the strongest physically and Adam was matching him. As far as we know, I would agree with that statement. One said, so Chain would be Diamond Zeus, then Adam. Yeah, it's basically what Adam did with this transformation. A little bit, yeah. So far, we don't... I mean, you guys probably read the chapter already, so you guys know. I'm not sure about the durability yet of Raiden, so I can't compare yet. It's basically what Zeus did with his transformation. Diamond Zeus, Adam, buff Zeus, normal Zeus. I mean, okay. Tenryuto's here. Hey, man. He had a message retracted, but whatever. MC Dude says, going beyond might be something saved for later in the fight. True. Maybe, says one. Chubb says, looked up FF8 Shiva, and she reminds me of the fish people from Zelda. What's wrong with Zoras? They were friggin' hot, man. One says, damn, Chubb. Yeah, you ever seen Twilight Princess, the Queen? I'm all about that shit. I'm not gonna pretend that I didn't watch Interspecies Reviewers, hosted by Nux Taku. Probably one of the best YouTubers of all time. That dude knows his shit. He actually got swatted recently. Feel bad for the guy. Anyways, alright, so we're jumping back in. The second half of page 21 for those of you following along. We have Brunhild saying, "Ha! Ever since he was a child, Raiden, he had lived to a condition that forced his muscles to continuously grow, as I explained. By using 100 seals to keep his muscles from becoming too strong, he barely managed to keep his body together." Please, wait a second. Then that would mean that Raiden, he lived his whole life without his full power and still managed to be one of the strongest Rashiki ever? Yes, but now that Raiden has extra muscular bone tightening. Okay, seriously, just say he's Kaioken times 10. Be done with it. It'd be easier to say. He is free of his shackles. This means, in all of human history, the man with the strongest muscles is now about to prove his true worth for the very first time. He can now fight with everything he has. I finally come to terms with my body. The seals have been broken. Okay, so he went 100, the 100 seals broken completely. I mean, I don't know why they had to do the whole, like, muscle tightening, bone structuring, blah, 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 like, blood curdling thing. Like, couldn't they just have said, the seals have been broken? You know. I mean, it's delaying the inevitable thing. It doesn't matter how much bone tightening, muscle expanding, blah, blah, blah shit he's gone through. At the end of the day, it's the 100 seals have been broken. Okay, that's what I was asking for. Perfect. Okay, so now, page 26. So he looks like goddamn Bruce Lee with long hair. He's ripped to shit. Perfect muscles. Reminds me of that whole pink muscle thing from Akisame, from Kenichi, the Strongest Disciple, where he's like, he has pink muscle, there's white muscle, red muscle, and he perfected his body to have only pink muscle, which is the best. Now that it's over with, turns out I didn't break, huh? Shiva is pissed off, saying, "We'll see about that." Okay, we're jumping over. Oh, I called it. I knew we would jump. I knew we would get away from the Raiden fight. I wasn't sure if it was going to be Buddha and Loki, or we'd see a shot with, like, Ares and Zeus or something like that. But here we are. Okay. So, the last chapter, if you guys remember, Buddha was like, "So, you want to fight?" So, why would Loki... See, Loki and Buddha are both in the contest. They are both listed on the goddamn list. So, why would Loki want to fight Buddha? That was the big question. But it seems here, it's like, do you want to fight Buddha? A lot of us, and me included, kind of took that as Loki might want to back out, perhaps. Loki doesn't want to be one of the contenders. He wants to vacate and give it to maybe Hermes or Hades or somebody else. But it seems like Loki wants to fight Buddha for some reason. Why Buddha? Why fight amongst the gods? I would be curious to hear Loki's motives right now, but it seems from this first panel, do you want to fight or are you just going to sit there? Buddha's talking to Loki. Now, I know a lot of people, myself included, were a little insulted by Buddha's design. I'm not a huge fan of it myself. I get what they were going for, but they went too over the top with it. It could have been handled much better, like a Kyoraku from Bleach sort of look, or a Duncan from Vision of Escaflowne, or anything like that. It could have, the shaggy hair, the ponytail, the horn-rimmed glasses, that kind of shit. Could have been handled better. Wasn't too bad. Alright, so they're staring each other down. Loki raises his hand and said, "I think we got off on the wrong foot." Okay, so Loki's backing down. It appears. Page 28. Loki says, "There's something I've been meaning to ask you." This tournament was the first time I ever saw a Valkyrie turn into a Voland. I shouldn't have gotten myself so hyped up for this, and that's because, and Buddha looks angry, I ended up getting utterly disappointed. I actually had a strange feeling about this whole thing since the very beginning. What I mean is, those humans took the power of the gods, and we're seeing Lu Bu clashing with Thor again, which, honestly, the most uninteresting of all the fights. The worst fight, but not, it's, see, that's a negative tone. I shouldn't use that adjective. Not, worst fight, yes, but you shouldn't say worst. It's the least entertaining fight, but it was the first fight. It's kind of like I'm doing my Bleach reviews right now, and the Kaku fight is not very impressive compared to later fights in Bleach. It doesn't mean that the Kaku fight at the time against Ichigo was not a great fight. It was a fun fight to witness before you knew everything else. So the Lu Bu Thor fight, I remember being hyped. So those humans took the power of the gods and used it to corner us. Okay, so they're claiming, once again, alright, like, yeah, I know the brass knuckles, but they're, used the power of the gods and used it to corner us. Adam's fists, it was because of Eyes of the Lord that he got the one up on Zeus. It was, like, that Voland, okay, let's assume for a minute. Let's go on what everybody's been telling me, and it increased his punching strength. Call it 5 times. Call it 10 times. Call it 100 times. Don't care. Eyes of the Lord is what made Adam powerful, and that wasn't his Voland. So, that's not what cornered Zeus. Whether he had that Voland or not, Adam still would have given Zeus a beating. With the Eyes of the Lord alone. Just saying. But anyways, page 30. And thus, okay, we see Sasaki killing him. They killed 2 gods. And then there's Jack. I mean, Heracles killed himself, but whatever. So Loki looking maniacal like the Joker. The Valkyrie's Volans. Are you the reason they have that ability? Is Buddha the reason they have that ability? Well, Buddha, from what I understand, I haven't studied that too much. I'm more into Shintoism when it comes to Eastern religions. I'm much more into Shintoism, so I don't really follow the Buddhist and the Buddhism stuff. But as far as I was concerned, Buddha was a man turned into a god. Sort of similar to Heracles, the man who became a god, who achieved divinity, so to speak. I could be wrong about this, guys. I haven't looked up a Wikipedia page before this chapter or anything, so you guys will have to correct me. And I'm probably going to look up more about this stuff. Just so you guys know, my knowledge lies more so in Greek mythology, little bit of Shintoism mythology, and somewhat Norse mythology. That's where my, for lack of a better word, expertise lies. Outside of those, I'm a little, I mean, I suppose Christianity, I'm very familiar with the Crown Princes of Hell, Dante's Inferno, all that kind of stuff. But outside of those things, I'm like, I don't know a thing about Hinduism, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So let's... The Valkyrie's Volants. Are you the reason they have that ability? And we see some doves or something, some type of bird flying overhead. And Buddha remains silent. You know, Buddha's design, I hate to say it, is kind of growing on me. I hated it when I first saw it, but I get what they were going for, and I'm trying to see past it. I don't know. Let's check the chat again after I read this page. No matter how you think about it, a god can't forgive a half-god, half-human cheater. Tisk, tisk, tisk. A half-god, half-human cheater. Tisk, tisk, tisk. But Loki was mad about Heracles. Heracles was literally demigod. Buddha could be considered a demigod as well. A god can't forgive a half-god, half-human cheater. But that's what the Valkyrie are. The Valkyrie are demigods. That's what they are. They're half human, half god. Heracles, half Buddha, I guess you would consider that half. So why is Loki calling them a cheater? We'll read next. I'm just gonna check the chat really quick. And yeah, guys, I'm stretching this out. I'm having a good time. Like, we're in no rush. Are we in any rush? You guys are here for the long haul, aren't you? So let's see. Let's scroll up. Where were we? All right. Yeah. So the one says demi-humans for the win. Vib says he can now fight with everything he has, still not being the god of gods. Shiva. You mean Zeus? He's not fighting Zeus though, Vib. The one says god of gods was Poseidon. No, the god that was Twilight's version of Poseidon. Chubb says Griever has that observation hockey. You heard it here from Chubb. If Chubb deemed me to have observation hockey, then who is the rest of the chat to argue? Tenryuto says, love Buddha in the series. Actually, as I just said, he's kind of growing on me. Like, I like his attitude in this chapter already. I don't like his design. I know what they were going for. They could have done a better design. But I understand what they were going for, and I appreciate what they're trying to do. One says, sometimes it's scary how far Griever can see. Dragon said Griever future sight. Observation hockey, guys. That's what I got. I got that observation hockey. I love it. I love having the observation hockey because you know what the sad thing is? 9 times out of 10 I'm wrong. Like, watch my reviews. Like, I was so happy last week when I called that Uki from One Piece would have the Pachycephalosaurus or the dome skull. I called that a chapter before we got the reveal, and I was so happy to call that because usually I don't call that shit. I'm like, you guys are praising me right now, and I should just be like soaking it in, be like, yeah, I'm top dog. But honestly, I'm usually very bad at that. So I'm just glad to this week I'm on fire. This week I got my observation hockey in check. Chubb says, take away the USA Chan shirt and the sandals and we're good. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm good with the sandals. Take away the shirt. And give him a ponytail, not a man bun. Give him a ponytail, like a high ponytail with some like beads in the hair or something like that. That would be solid. The one says Griever with the Almighty activated. Well, I am the Bleach Stan, so absolutely. Vib says can't wait to see Atori in that pink tank top. Yeah, Vib got weird ideas. Tenryuto, I like how creative the series can be with the designs of the mythological beings, not as much as Digimon though. Digimon did a very good job. I should account for that. Digimon did a fantastic job, as did Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. They did a lot of that stuff too. Chubb says the least good fight, but it's still a 7 out of 10. Right. Like, it was, out of all of them, it's the worst fight, but worst sounds like such a bad term to use because it was still a great fight. So 7 out of 10, that's a fair rating. Yeah, not the best fight, but enjoyable, says 1. Vib says Pig God versus Gums over Lubu versus Thor. No, Gums ate Pig God. That was the end of it. Tots saved Deus Ex Machina. That doesn't count. Lubu versus Thor was at least a fight. Gums was going to eat Pig God for breakfast. an appetizer before breakfast. A mimosa was what Pig God was to Gums. Just saying, Fit. Solar Warrior says Adam is the exception of all the humans. Yeah, Adam could have kicked the shit. See, I'm still of the opinion. I gotta make a video about this. Adam, the reason Zeus stopped Shiva from fighting Adam was because Zeus automatically could sense, like some observation hockey, some Force Jedi level shit, that I need to fight this guy because we're gonna lose. If I don't fight this guy, we're gonna lose. It doesn't matter what god goes against him, they're gonna lose. I need to fight him. That's why Zeus stepped up. Zeus, wide-eyed, went, oh shit. And he went to fight him. Reason? Zeus is the strongest god. We're gonna assume. Right now, Zeus, from what we've seen, strongest god. He needed to fight Adam because he didn't want to take an L, and he knew that if anybody else fought him, he knew if Shiva fought him, they would take an L. So that's the whole reason. Adam was a sure thing against anybody but Zeus. The one says, yeah, the Knuckles would do no difference in that fight. I always say this. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't like the Jack thing, because Jack's Volans seem to have like extra abilities where up until this point we haven't really seen the extra abilities of Volans, or they weren't like dialogue explained to us. Like what chapter did it say that Adam's brass knuckles gave him double punching strength or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, in Jack's case, it was explained, but it's kind of like, it felt like a hockey thing, but really early. It felt like, oh, there's this thing called hockey. Like, we know it's a retcon, we accept it because it's One Piece and stuff, but we all know it was a retcon. Hockey's a retcon. You know, like Crocodile has hockey, but he didn't use it. Why not? Retcon. You know. Yes, Buddha was human at the start and ascended. Yeah, one says. One also says, keep reading it. If you're like me, you'll overlook the design. Yeah, so far I like Buddha. Chubb says, but Buddha would be someone on the god side helping the humans. And that's what I believe. So was Heracles. Heracles was on the way he looked at it, he was like, if I win, I'm going to petition the gods to spare humanity. So if I lose, it's a win for humanity. If I win, it's a win for humanity. In no way, once again, Heracles couldn't lose that fight, and he didn't lose because in his mind, whether he won, whether he died or lived, he won because he was fighting. He's like what the casinos of Las Vegas hate. He was a win-win situation. Chubb says, but Buddha would be someone on the god side helping the humans. Yeah, I already said. One said Loki means the Valkyrie are cheaters. They're not really. Like, I mean, yeah, they're using the power of gods, but they got to make it a fair fight. Come on, man, you goddamn sore loser. MC Dude said, you named the Pachycephalosaurus right on the first try. Did I really? Pachycephalosaurus? Pachycephalosaurus. I think I'm saying that right. Well, thanks, MC Dude. Tenryuto, I just thought of a cool idea for a fight. Heracles from Ragnarok versus Escanor. That would be the best animated fight in goddamn anime history. I don't give a shit about any other fight. Barring... Okay, DBZ has some moments. But, like, for New Age, it would be the best fight in, like, 20 years. Guaranteed. Chubb says, Griever's dream matchup. Abso-fucking-lutely. That would be the best because I don't have a dog in that race. I just want to see a great fight. It's like, put Godzilla against Dragonzord. Not the Mecha Godzilla thing that Screw Attack or whoever the fuck did it. But Dragonzord from Power Rangers versus the goddamn Godzilla from my childhood. That's an epic fight. I don't have a dog in that race. I love both. Same idea. Solar Warrior says, you see in one of the panels in the Adam versus Zeus fight that Adam damages Zeus with his hand that does not have the Volan. The hand without the Volan has Zeus blood on it from anywhere he punches. That's what we're saying, Solar Warrior. Like, that's why I'm pissed about the Deus Ex. It feels retconny about Jack with the Volan because, yeah, it was explained, but where did we ever see, like, the Volan actually in use in that way? Like, that or Adam was just... like, the Volan basically did nothing, and that's not fair. So either they gave him the weakest Volan, and it wasn't worth shit, or they decided, well, Adam's just so good, like, I didn't like it. For Lubu, it was to break shields. Yeah, but Thor doesn't use a shield. What a stupid Volan. For Adam, we don't know. Right. Which is a problem because had he been given Jack's Volant, he would have beat Zeus. For Sasaki, it was to divide the swords, which, come on, like, I understand that was the ability, but it was a little bit of a stretch considering, like, Jax is OP. Jax is goddamn OP compared to the other three. Jax Volant is so goddamn OP compared to all the others. The others are +5 to strength, +5 to defense. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. Like, that's the difference. Like, you basically have gold level items versus a purple legendary item. That's the difference. Jack's Volant was purple legendary, and the rest of them were goddamn like gold +5s that you bought in a store for too much money in the second town of an adventure quest. That's my problem with the Volans. The Volans were unfair. Chubb says, but he wasn't directly aiding the human side because Buddha would literally be the only reason the humans would actually stand a chance of Volan. Yeah, fair. One says, yeah, Adam could use his naked hand to still damage any god. Exactly. So what was the point? Like, why not give him a better Volant? He would have had the upper hand and killed Zeus. Diana Tata Khan. Sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong, man. Adam already had the power of the god. We see it when he killed the snake in heaven, so the knuckle just gave him more, maybe. But that's the point. Maybe. We have no information. We don't know. That's my problem. Give him a better Volant, killed Zeus. Easy. Because he went toe-to-toe with him with the shittiest Volant. Death Battle, Griever made his request. Dragon's Rage. Yeah, exactly. Vib said, damn, Griever likes people with dyed hair screaming at each other. Absolutely. Vegeta and Goku, man, the best bromance of all time. One said, remember that the gloves that Thor had were the strongest shield. Yeah, but was he attacking his hands? Like, come on, man. It was kind of weak. Chubb says, giving Adams Jack Volant wouldn't have really helped because he would have had nothing to make a Volant. They would have set the situation. I'm just saying that I'm sure when we see, like, what about this Volant? Letting him release his muscles to their utmost? You telling me that if this Volant of Raiden's job is to let him release 100% of his muscles capacity, you're telling me that wouldn't have been useful to Adam? Just saying. Okay, Adam's at 100%. Volant, 200%. I'm just saying, like, any Volant other than the one he got would have helped. One said, also, I think they never gave Adam a better Volant because the opponent he was supposed to fight was Shiva. Exactly. So this is why I don't begrudge why they did it. I understand that because Brunhild was pissed. If I reread that chapter also, by the way, guys. Brunhild was pissed because she was like, god damn it, that asshole, that old fart came out too quickly sort of idea. She didn't expect the change. She was going for the easy win. She was going for the early win, and she couldn't switch out at that point. So she couldn't pinch hit it at that point. So I feel for her. I do, because I'm with one on that. They didn't know he'd be going up against Zeus. Had Brunhild known, probably would have given him the best Volant to beat Zeus. Dion Tatakan says, isn't Volant was changed to what the user want? Not necessarily. It's supposed to resonate with the user as far as we know. You're supposed to synchronize your heart and your will with one of the Valkyrie sisters, and it's supposed to transform itself into like an ideal thing. But it doesn't mean that necessarily it's the ideal Volan. Like, what I'm saying is, if Adam had had a different Valkyrie sister to create his Volan, that Volan might have been more useful in the fighting against Zeus. Dragon's Rage says the other fighter are more close range fighters, while Jack was more of a long range fight, so the Volan wouldn't matter to them. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say I want. I keep saying this, and I apologize. I shouldn't say that I want Adam to have Jack's specific Volan. That's not what I want. I want Adam to have had a Volan that was as broken or OP as Jack's. Not a +5 strength Volan. A +100 strength Volan, if you will. I want something that was worthy of Adam. Because Jack won through trickery and deceit and all this stuff. And once again, I still don't believe he actually won the fight. He even claimed he lost. So, but that's neither here nor there. The problem is that Jack had a Volan that gave him such a critical edge. Whereas the other Volans for the previous 3 fights, they even the playing field. Not gave an unfair advantage. Jack's Volan gave an unfair advantage to Jack. The other Volan evened the playing field against gods. That's what they did. So, that's my opinion. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, we're going to check to make sure the stream's still alive. Seems to be. Alright, good to go. We're on page 31, the bottom of page 31. Alrighty. So, as I said, we had Buddha here, looking. No matter how you think about it, a god can't forgive a half-god, half-human cheater. Tisk, tisk, tisk. So, apparently Loki, according to the chat, is talking about the Valkyries. But I don't get how that's cheating, but whatever. Once again, what I just talked about, evening the playing field. But against Jack, that was unfair. And I think that's why Loki's pissed, because technically Heracles was a demigod. But Jack got a god's power, and that's kind of unfair. And then brother Heracles died. So maybe that's why Loki's pissed. Maybe Loki had a thing with Heracles. Who knows? So let's see. Page 32. He snaps his fingers. Hey, I just remembered. The only thing that could make Volans possible is your method. Buddha-kun, didn't you say that there was such a thing? So is Buddha who taught the Valkyrie how to transform into Volans? And if that's the case, can Buddha himself transform into a Volan? In the world of Buddhism, if 2 people forfeit each other's lives and put them on the same lotus, it brings out the full potential of one's being. This power, they call it common destiny. Okay, once again, guys, I'm familiar with Shintoism, not Buddhism, so I'm assuming this is like, oh my god, mind-blowing, sort of like, yeah, basically, this Volans are kind of in Buddhism. So I'm going to assume this is all connected. I'm going to assume this is accurate. Common destiny. Okay. So Buddha's still staying silent. Who, once again, all these panels looking more epic every time. I'm more attuned with them. Loki says that is what the Volans are. It's what made it possible to counter even the gods. By betting on the life of a Valkyrie. And then we see the Valkyrie who have given their lives. Both Lubu and Adam. That's the only logical explanation for the Volan's existence. Buddha's still standing there silent. I'm sorry I rambled on for a while. So what do you think, Buddha-kun? What you just said was convoluted. Your speech was so long I didn't pay attention to even half of it. Just be straightforward and ask your question. You know, I hate to say it, guys, but I'm going for a hipster Buddha versus emo Loki. I'm sorry. Like, Tom Hiddleston did Loki justice and stuff, and I've seen Loki across many... I mean, I grew up in the 90s, guys. I've seen so many interpretations of Loki as a kid. This is the worst the worst interpretation of Loki I've ever seen is in Valkyrie, in all honesty. Some emo teenager who has a fetish for being like the Joker from DC Comics. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. He's a trickster. He's a devil. He's a... Like, I was really disappointed with the interpretation of Lucifer as well in Valkyrie, but Loki disappoints me so much that I'm on Buddha's side with this one. So by the sounds of it, Buddha, being an original human, taught the Valkyrie how to create Volans and how the process works. How to use their godlike abilities to help the humans in Ragnarok. So Buddha is more of an ally than anything else. This is very interesting because I have a feeling we'll never see Buddha actually fight in the fight, and we'll get a replacement with either Hermes, Hades, somebody like that. Very interesting. Or maybe Satan. You know, we have Beelzebub, but we don't have Satan himself. And we've seen Lucifer already. He was a wash. So, interesting. Very interesting. I'm coming to like Buddha. I really am. I like Buddha. I like him more than Loki. I hope he kicks his ass. We have Loki looking stunned after he basically went, nah, go fuck yourself. I see, I apologize then. Go right, Shiva-sama. It seems things are getting exciting in the arena. I want to return to the action, so I'll waiter this down for you. Are you a traitor? See, once again, teenage Joker. And Buddha's like, are you a traitor? Heracles was a traitor, you dumb fuck. By that logic, he literally was fighting to win for humanity. I don't see you goddamn, harassing Heracles. Why are you harassing Buddha? Buddha taught them how to fight the gods. Fine dandy. Heracles literally stood up and championed humanity. I didn't see you scratching down him in the halls. Goddamn Loki. You know why? Because he couldn't have taken on Heracles. He was afraid of the man. For some reason, not afraid of Buddha. And what if I am? Oh, this dude is being a Chad. This fucking Buddha, he's like, so what, I look like a gay hipster. I'm not taking no shit off of you, you emo fucking prick. Yeah, because honestly, I'll take the hipster man bun look over the emo goddamn teenage prick any day. Any fucking day. I'm a scene kid. Go fuck yourself. My hair is 4 different colors that aren't natural. Yeah, you're so original. I'll kill you. Yeah. You know what's funny? Loki thinks he can kill Buddha. I know a lot of you are like, oh, Loki's going to stomp Buddha. Buddha's a piece of shit. All because they don't like his design. Are you forgetting that Buddha is Buddha? Loki's not Odin, guys. Loki's not Odin. He's not a god of his religion. He's a son of that religion. Buddha, literally his whole religion is named after him. It's kind of like you got Zeus, you got Odin, you got Buddha. These three are top tier. You know, like their whole religion named after them. Okay, jump next. Okay, so fire raging. Okay, this is good. We get epicness. We got Loki and Buddha staring down. I'm loving this. Some bird chiming. I'm sure this is symbolic. I don't understand the meaning, but 6 bells have chimed. Sure, it's important. 'Tis a long night. The gods of luck sleep. They all open their eyes. The sound is pleasing. They ride in a boat of waves. Asterisk. This is a song called The Treasure Ship of the 7 Gods of Happiness. It is sung at the day of the new year begins in Japan. Are they going to bring forth the 7 gods of luck? Are they bringing forth the 7 deities of luck? The 7 kami of luck? That would be hilarious. Are they going to help? Are they going to help Buddha? Is Buddha going to be like, yeah, look, you can try to kill me, but I literally have 7 deity guardians like right behind me. You got no chance. I'm going to laugh if that's the case. This is going to be so goddamn good. Oh my god. All right, I got to keep going. Okay. Tenshu. The traitor will receive. Okay, so we're seeing a bunch of samurai-clad, shinobi-clad characters. Tenshu means heaven's punishment, so they're saying heaven's punishment, heaven's punishment, heaven's punishment, heaven's punishment, heaven's punishment. Yeah. Let's go. You know, so they're ready. They're ready for combat. These guys are no joke. Okay, and then 43, Tenshu. So we have Ibusu, we have Hoti-sun, we have Jirojin, we have Daiokutan, Fukurokuju, and we have Benzatian. Alright, so I assume these are the 7 gods of luck. And then Bishomotan. Ooh. So maybe it is, maybe it's not. Somebody didn't come to help Buddha? This is one of the other gods. This is Bishomotan. I don't know enough about this character. But I know he's vital. I've heard the name. I know he's important. Okay, my God. I really should have done my history lessons beforehand then, guys, because I have nothing to say. I don't know. Are these the 7 gods of luck from Japanese mythology? Bishomoten, is he involved with them? I'm not sure. Because I don't know the 7. I just know, but it's kind of like knowing about the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, sort of the monkey sort of idea. Like, I know of it, but I'm not familiar enough with it. Wow. And, I mean, he looks odd. I won't say he's cool looking. Alright, let's jump to the chat. We're on page 44, guys. So let's jump to the chat. Alright, so... Oh man, looks like we got a few things to read here. So. Vib said, why is your face so red, by the way? Is it red? I mean, I can up the brightness on the camera, but like it's nighttime, so I don't open the curtains, so it's very dark on my face, so that's probably why it looks so red. I mean, I do have eczema on this side of my face, so this patch is always going to be red. And I'm out in the sun a lot, so I do get red patches, like right here, you know. But I don't know why my face would be so red. I mean, I'm flushed, I'm sure. I've had a few beers. So I hope that answers your question, Vib. Chubb says, damn, Vib. Mr. C. Thompson, just read the latest chapter. I can't wait for 34. Plus, it needs a freaking anime. I mean, I'm going through it, man, but I'm trying to make a live stream fun. You know, like, that's the point of a live stream. You gotta have fun with the chat. You gotta take your time with this shit, man. The one and thanks for joining. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome. The one says, told you the more you read, the more you're gonna like Buddha. Yeah, I'm actually enjoying Buddha a lot. I'm pro Buddha. That was not Lucifer, by the way, just an incubus. I'm gonna double check that chapter, man, but every single thing said he was the snake. The snake is Lucifer. I don't know what you're talking about. Adam killed Lucifer in the court. That was Lucifer, the snake. As far as I know. You want to provide me proof? Post it in the Discord and the general chat, man. Chubb says, fighting to save humanity. Proceeds to try and give the gods a win. You talking about Heracles? Because, yeah, if he wins, he tells the gods to save humanity. If he loses, humanity has a win. He fought to save humanity. Either way, it was a win-win. The one says, because Heracles never helped the humans' purse. He tried to. Painting Summer. Once again, welcome, Painting Summer. Loki and Heracles' geography were close, so they probably were friends. Good twist that Buddha was the real traitor that Hermes hinted, because we misled that it was Adamus. See, the thing is that they view that as a traitor, but they all knew Heracles' intentions. Or, I mean, they would be stupid not to. So, but nobody went against Heracles. But now we're having the traitor thing Buddha. It doesn't make sense. Maybe they all respected Heracles more because he was so goddamn amazing. He was such a Chad that everyone was like, yeah, if he's a traitor, it's fine. But Buddha, you a traitor? You goddamn hippie-looking motherfucker? We are going to oust you. But Heracles, you were too much of a goddamn Chad. Don't worry about it. You're such a Chad. You're Escanor level. It's fine. It's fine. You go be traitorous all day long. We'll forgive you. We love you. Like, that's how it feels. I'm just saying. Not that I disagree with the gods. I mean, looking at Buddha, looking at Heracles, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I give Heracles a pass. Chubb said, all Heracles was going to do is try to get another vote, which would have failed if it happened at all. Still, the fact that he was going to try was still a win-win. I'm just saying, the man fought for humanity, whether winning or losing. That's the point. He still was fighting, but it was to win both the same side. Dragon Dredge says, I think Buddha's personality is winning me over. Exactly. Mine too. The one texting Brunhild was probably hipster Buddha too, to be honest. Maybe. One says, also, if you could see Buddha's eyes, you will see a lotus pattern inside. Oh, really? I didn't notice that. Fib said, Fukuoka Jew's hairline rivals Grimm's. Grimm's hairline, his receding hairline cannot even be rivaled by Vegeta. His receding hairline is of Super Saiyan quality. The one says, yeah, Bishamont is the god of war, basically, and he's on the list. Yeah, I knew he was on the list, but I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with him, like, from outside of this story. I've heard the name, but I don't know what religion. Is on the roster of the gods, Chubb says, yeah. And is also one of the 4 heavenly gods. Okay, so I'm assuming that he's from an Asia religion. One said, yep, they are the 7. Okay, the 7 gods. Okay, I knew the 7 gods of fortune or the 7 gods of luck. All right. Tenryoto said, what's the best franchise where all the mythologies coexist. So far, I would say this is my best read through. Shaman King did a good job though. And so far, I actually like Shaman King more, but it didn't have as much of a obvious presence of all religions. It included them as it saw fit, but with a lot of minor characters. Like, oh, we have the Buddha spirit, and it was there for a few chapters. You know, that kind of thing. So it wasn't as heavily prevalent because they weren't all equal main characters. So I think Valkyrie does the best mesh in that sense, but Shaman King close second. And so far, I still like Shaman King better as a manga. But this series is only 33 chapters, whereas Shaman King was 300. So we have time to put Valkyrie on top. Solar Warrior says, I say God of High School. Still can't get into it. Dragon's Rage says Buddha doesn't have that Heracles clout. No, he does not. So, alright, so. Let's see. Page 45. Be in heaven or call upon heaven. We are the 7 pillars. The heavenly executioners. The 7 lucky gods. Okay, so I did call it. Awesome. Loki's like, oh, the weirdo showed up. Okay, so somebody's walking forward, looking at Buddha, going, yo! He's like a gangster. He's like, yo! It's been a while, hasn't it, Buddha? Why are you standing there, eh? Alright, because this motherfucker thinks he's goddamn Canadian. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 This gangster motherfucker, this Yakuza motherfucker, wants to pretend he's Canadian? You want to trade blows with me, brother? We gonna go toe to toe. We're gonna do this all funky Canadian style. We're gonna have a poutine donair eating contest, followed by how many A's you can say in a sentence, and then we're gonna say sorry to each other and drink a beer over it. Because that's what we do here in Canada. We don't get mad at people for any of our disagreements. We say open a beer, forgive and forget, and we get over it. That's why we don't have as many problems as America. We still have the same problems. They're just so much lesser because everyone just goes, yeah, you wronged me, I wronged you, punch each other in the face and share a beer and get over it. That's what we do. That's literally how me and my friends have solved every argument. It's like, okay, you're due for a punch in the face. Okay, I deserve it. Boom, boom. We both take a shot to the jaw and then we crack open a beer. Fight's over. If America could get behind that shit, there'd be a lot of things solved. So this guy thinks he's Canadian. I already don't like him because he's pretending to be Canadian. And he's got a shitty ass mustache. Don't you want to be in heaven and celebrate? Buddha crack something? Okay, he's cracking the sucker he was eating and he says, no can do. You can't eat candy in heaven. And without something to bite on, it would just be lame. So this implies, okay, so right now where they're fighting is similar to a different mortal plane. They're not in heaven. Once again, we still haven't seen the Christian God come down. We know he must exist because Adam, Lucifer, etc. But we haven't seen him come down. But apparently the concept of heaven is in Valkyrie. Good information. But apparently you can't eat candy in heaven. So I believe heaven is, by the logic stated here by Buddha, is similar to Tales of Symphonia, where it's automaton sort of mythology. Everybody's just basically a walking ghost. Nobody thinks, nobody feels. That way it's paradise because Nobody has any sinful desires. All sinful desires are taken out of you and you're a walking corpse. And it's very depressing, but I believe that that's the thing they're going with here. And you can't eat candy in heaven, and it would be lame. All right. So apparently, you shameless brat, he slaps him on the chest. He shoots what I guess is sort of like a toothpick. The stick the sucker came onto his hand. Boo-hoo. So the seven like, no dignity. Who does this punk think he is? Kill the Buddha. No offense, guys. No offense. But you are the 7 lucky gods, right? I understand you're lucky, but you realize you're going up against Buddha. Once again, religion, named after the man. It'd basically be like Zeus's grandchildren going against Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. It's like, listen, kids. I fought your grandfather. And that was a tough fight. Like, Kronos, what a bitch. But hard to handle. But you kids, you're making me laugh. Your blood is so goddamn diluted at this point. I mean, I could wipe the floor with all of you with a single thunderbolt. Like, why are you trying? Kill the Buddha. Kill the Buddha. Like, kill the Buddha. How stupid this line alone makes me laugh. Whoa, chillax, guys. Buddha didn't even move. Loki jumped on top. Loki-kun, if you're choosing to protect him, you got it all wrong. Buddha's mine to deal with right now, okay? So don't you steal my prey. Okay, so Loki still intends to fight Buddha. Okay, all these guys are chumps. Loki, the 7 gods, they're all chumps. Oh, you'll regret it. Doomface. And the 7 gods are scared as shit of Loki. A teenage angst emo kid shit stain. They're scared of him. Okay. Oh, did you feel threatened just now? Buddha's like, I really don't care anymore. If you want to fight, then come at me. And he's like, he releases all of his energy. This dude is being more of a Chad than Raiden in the Shiva fight. Dude's like, okay, there's 8 gods right now. Okay, so I got 7 gods plus Loki. Guys, you want to fight me? Go ahead. Bring it on. This is a Chad move. This is hilarious. Buddha is not worried at all. Ha! Since when was heaven this noisy? This implies they're in heaven. Who's this? Samurai? Somebody? Sasaki! Oh, I can tell by that bottom panel. I spoiled myself. That's Sasaki. All these guys ganging up on one person. Jeez. Be it the gods of mankind, it seems that neither side has changed. I wonder if the god of the seas was like this. Loki's like, what? What are you doing? You already had your turn to fight, jerk. Thank you, but I don't like being inactive. What? And all the gods are scared. He's the one who killed Poseidon. Kojiro Sasaki! Niten Genryu style. Kojiro Sasaki. I'll be the helping sword. This dude. Okay. I love Adam, but he died, unfortunately. If Adam would have came to help. I know Adam would have came to help. I feel so bad. Like, we thought we saw the last of this goddamn Chad. This dude is here, and he's like, yeah, Buddha's on our side. What the fuck are you going to do about it? I already killed a major god. You got 3 major gods. Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. I killed one of them. What the fuck are you going to do against me? Like, the dude came in. He was like, Buddha scared the shit out of 8 of you. Now he's backed up by a dude who killed someone stronger than all of you. And you guys are gonna tell me that Loki's stronger than Poseidon, you guys are so full of shit. Okay, we're gonna continue. This is epic. This is amazing. The helping sword. Look at that gun. Look at that fucking gun. It's a goddamn seahorse pistol. That is the stupidest fucking looking. I've seen a better gun in the One Piece dub with the Helmeppo hammer gun. That shit looked more intimidating in the One Piece 4 Kids dub. What the fuck is that shit? These are supposed to be the 7 lucky guys. They're such trash. These guys are fodder. Do you even know who you're dealing with? Oh, Kate. Are all the swordsmen are gonna show up? Just bring me Kenshin Himura at this point, and I'll be like, all right, gods are losing. Gods are fucking losing. We got the Shinsengumi. We got the ultimate loser. Bring in the Batosai. And they lost. They fucking lost. This is awesome. How surprising to think there was another swordsman around here. How many of you damn humans are there? Buddha's just standing there like chilling. He's like, yeah, these guys are showing up on their own. I'm cool. There are so many gods here. Oh, and the Shinsengumi have arrived. Who is that human? I heard he never lost a fight in his life. Hehehe. I can't wait to play with everyone. Please let me have some fun too. Tengen Rishan Ryu Okita Soji. First captain of the Shinsengumi. This is what Valkyrie is all goddamn about. Fuck the main fight. Fuck Raiden and Shiva. Who gives a shit? Shiva's a bitch and would have lost to fucking Adam. And Raiden, yeah, he's kind of cool, but whatever. This is the shit we care about. The side bending. The side bending is all. This dude ready to go Hitan Mitsurugi style. Look at that. He's in Batu Jutsu fucking stance. The dude ready. Oh man. Look at that page. Page 58. We have Sasaki, double, knee 10 style, Buddha standing there, 2 of the Shinsengumi captains. These gods are fucked, man. Loki about to lose. And so is Bishop. You know what's sad? There's 2 of the gods on the list there. They're about to fucking lose. This is where Hades and Hermes get their spot. Because Loki and Bishamant are going to fucking lose. The gods were scared of Buddha's presence. All of them backed away when Buddha just went spiritual pressure. Boom! He flexed and they backed away. Now there's 3 goddamn Chads ready to take them down. This angsty teenager about to lose. So it's war you want? You bet, they all say. Loki, why are you trying to flex? You are going to fucking lose. Any of the 3 dudes who just said you bet would kick the shit out of you. You angsty piece of shit, 3 hair-colored bullshit teenager. These guys are going to kill all these gods. I guarantee you they're all going to be bathing in their own blood very soon. Very soon. Or this might be an interesting thing. Because Loki and Bishop Omont are going to lose. But wouldn't it be interesting if Okita got like a major fight here, he killed Loki, but then he also died as well, and then they'd have to get like another human combatant, and they got like King Arthur or Alexander the Great to replace him and stuff. So my dream could come true that they would actually bring them into the fold. That would be so great. Like it'd be cool in a way that like they're having these offside fights so that we can get more human and god versus combatants happening. Okay, this chapter was so goddamn good. This chapter was fucking amazing. I'm so happy. I live reacted to this chapter. This chapter is goddamn gold. So let's see what the chat's saying. We have Dragon's Rage saying, how does a scrub challenge a Chad? They don't. They fucking lose. That's the point. One says, I mean, if Adam was here, they would all die instantly. Yeah. I said, the Lord, I used all your own moves against you. You're all fucking dead. I wish Adam and Lubu survived, says Dragon's Rage. I don't wish that Lubu survived. I felt like that was the good way to start the story. I just kind of wish like Adam had that sort of presence. Like I hope that, I don't know, like his spirit or something. Like I know it's cheesy, guys, but I hope like somehow his spirit somehow enters and he's like, my love for all my children, which is all of humankind, he's like, still prevalent, and I will not allow you to kill any more of my kind. Sort of a deal, like right before the deciding blow to end Ragnarok for the gods, and Adam's like fist just comes in spirit form, boom, stops the final blow just for a second, just to give the second wind to the combatant, whoever it is, and it's just like, I'm here to protect all my children. That's all I've ever done. Because it'd be such an Adam thing to do, man. It'd be such an Adam thing to do. I'd be good with it. One said fish gun, yeah. During just the scrub gods, yeah. I'm actually kind of disappointed because I was like, the 7 lucky gods, yeah, I know these guys. It's like the monkeys. They see no evil, hear no evil. And it's like, fucking scrubs. They're scared of Buddha's presence. He released his spiritual pressure like Kenpachi, and 8 gods backed away. 8 fucking gods backed away. And then they're like, hey, yeah, we can take you on, plus a dude who killed a stronger god, and the Shinsengumi. Get Hajime no Saito in there while you're at it. Might as well. You're gonna die. Bib said, I fixed that one page. I don't know which page, but I'm sure it was fixed by the time I read it. Tenryoto said, I love this plot line about the infighting of the gods. Helps add an extra layer of nuance to the story. Exactly. I'm so excited because that means we will probably get more combatants. We'll get more humans and more god interactions. Plus, we'll get more fights out of just the standard like 12 we're going to get sort of idea. Ping Summer said, had Poseidon used hydrokinesis like when he entered the stage and left the ego at the door and not let Sasaki enter late game, he would have won. Requiem of Shogun is gruesome as hell from the Raws. I mean, by that logic, once again, Adam would have won had he had a better Volan. So what you do out of the gate is, I mean, it's too late now. Okita dying, you say? Is Chubb still here? Said Vib. I mean, I'm not saying Okita will die. I'm saying it'd be cool to have Okita win outside of the, like, if we have combatants, not just, but on the god and human side, fight, we see them in action, but they die outside of the main combatants, and then we have to add more, then we can get, like, other contenders, like, once again, Alexander the Great, King Arthur, really awesome characters from history. Dranger says, it's a war you want? No, it's a massacre you want? Yeah. One says, I'm going to say Adam returning at some point. Fib says Chubb still wants to see Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth, once again, Babe Ruth would be amazing. Or if you had Maurice Richard. He was a really famous hockey player for you guys who don't know. But, yeah, like if you had Babe Ruth, Maurice Richard, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan. Like if you had some, like, superstar, like from sports, Troy Aikman, that'd be amazing. One said the metal battle Shuumatsu. So, here's what we're going to do, guys. We are an hour and 40 minutes in. I'm going to load up Discord here. I'm going to plug in my headphones. And anybody who wants to join in, we can talk about the chapter. We can talk about Valkyrie for a little bit, for the next 20 minutes or so. And yeah, we're gonna do that. So I'll be jumping into my general chat. So you guys want to talk? I'm in there now. So just you guys feel free to jump in, and we will talk. I hope everybody can still hear me, and blah blah blah. If there's a problem, guys let me know. Vib says, by the way, why is the chat display on the screen so tall and thin? It's because I wasn't able to do it properly this time. Usually my chat ends up like that. Solo Warrior says, if you put King Arthur in, Shuumatsu no Valkyrie will just wish she was a girl. Yeah.
I think he's activating his Discord. I think. Okay.
Oh, here we go. We got Chubb and we got one in here. What's up, guys? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me yet?
He left for a second and came back.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
He's trying to sync it to the live stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to sync it, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to sync it. Allow. No, that didn't work.
No, we cannot hear you, Griever.
Good to know. I'm going to.
There we go.
There we go.
You guys can hear me now?
Yep, no, we can hear you.
All right, perfect. So what's going on, guys? What's going on? One and Chubb, they're in here.
First off, you can go to Discord and you will see that that's actually not Lucifer but an Inquisitor.
All right.
Now the big question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how screwed are the 8 gods that are trying to fight Sasaki, Okita, and Buddha at the same time?
They were fucking screwed before the humans showed up. I mean, Buddha literally pulled a Kenpachi. He literally made them all back away with his presence alone. Now I'm not saying that Buddha would have won against 8 gods, but now with the backup, they're gonna fucking die. It's a massacre.
The only one we did not see scared per se, it was Loki that seemed more excited and Bishamonten. The other 7? Those were
6.
scared.
Mm-hmm.
6. Those were scared shitless.
I'm gonna try to turn up your guys' volume just really quick. Vib's saying you guys are very low, and I don't really know why. I probably know why. Hold on. I just got to add you guys. You guys can keep talking. I just got to add an audio. What is it? Audio output or audio input capture? I need.
Okay.
I think it's audio output.
Oh, I see what Bill did.
Is that better, Vib? Vib will be able to tell us. So you guys keep talking, so Vib can make sure.
Oh, I saw what Bill was talking about improve an image from the manga.
Yeah. Took away his stupid
Yeah, I
shirt.
see it now.
I mean, Okita, see, I knew. Oh, Vib says the audio is better now. Yeah, because I didn't have the audio input on OBS. But, yeah. See, I know Okita from my readings, from when I was a kid. So I used to read about the Meiji era and the Shinzengumi and all that shit.
You're kind of out.
I'm cutting out.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll try to fix that. Connection says everything's okay.
Yeah, we can hear you better now.
Okay. Yeah, I just I used to read a lot about the Shinsengumi, and of course I watched Riri Kenshin, so I know a lot about those characters, shall I say?
The I the artists of Shuumatsu, at least, we don't know if their author is the same, but he draws another manga called The Rise of the Shogun. That is basically a story about Okita.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Requiem of the Shogun, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sadly, only 4 chapters are translated, which I think is tragic. But I think actually Vib showed you it, the Okita fight from the.
Yeah, yeah. I actually ended up Vib sent me the links, and I actually ended up reading all the raws as well. So even though I don't understand what's going on, I did see all the art and all the fights and stuff, and I mean it was amazing. It really was.
Yeah, and that alone has me hyped because freaking he was handicapped there because he had tuberculosis and he was coughing blood every 10 seconds.
And that's accurate to his real life history. The man died at like 23, but he was the first captain of the Shinsengumi. Literally, the dude was such a goddamn great swordsman as a teenager that they made him in charge. You know, like,
so
that's
imagine
incredible.
how he is now that he does not have that handicap.
Exactly. Like the tuberculosis, like even in Riri Kenshin, they even said that the third captain of the Shinsengumi, Hajime no Saito, was the only equal to Okita, and the only reason was because of the tuberculosis of the first captain. So, because of the tuberculosis, he couldn't fight at full strength at any point. You know, without being exhausted. So it's like, that's goddamn incredible. Like, you have the greatest swordsman of the goddamn last 300 years, and there was a guy who was handicapped and still ranked number 1.
Yeah, so we, Shop and a few other members, were talking about who of the Loki team is going to die first. I personally think it's the fish gun guy.
Same.
Yeah, the Helmeppo guy gotta die. Like,
he's first to die.
Yeah, that dude.
Not to mention, they are gods, but the where they get it is not that really that impressive. For one, the fish gun guy is basically the god of business.
It was the funniest thing finding that out. We looked at what all they were the gods of, and there was like, one of them's the god of business, one of them's the god of commerce, and I'm like, wow, sounds real impressive there.
Yeah. I mean, see, because it's supposed to be the luck gods of their respective things. So if you're the luck god of business, it means that, like, if you're blessed by the luck god of business, your business will flourish and stuff. But in retrospect, as just a simple god without someone to bestow your blessing upon, you're not really that impressive. You know, like, you're impressive to the dude that you make a millionaire, but you're not impressive if you're not bestowing the millionaire qualities on people. You know.
Yeah, among the 7, the only one that's really impressive is Bishamon, because he's basically the god of war and one of the 4 heavenly kings. By that name alone and those titles.
Yeah, I gotta look that up for a second here, because I did not do my research about, like, certain gods before I was so Bishamon, Japan, called Vast. I can't pronounce that. It's got too many I's. Vasar is one of the 4 heavenly kings and considered an important figure in Japanese Buddhism. Well, that's why I wouldn't know it, as I already told you guys on stream. I don't know Buddhism as well as Shintoism. So apparently he's one of the 4 heavenly kings. Okay. What about the other 4 heavenly kings? Where were they at?
No idea.
Somewhere else.
Yeah. You know, see, that's why I'm hoping for like a wash of either one side or the other. And I think it's going to be Loki's side because that opens the door for things like Hermes fight and Hades to show up and just other characters, right? Because there are so many, and I understand they were like, okay, we're gonna do like a 13 versus 13 thing, and you can only pick so many people from history, but wouldn't it be awesome if they had like just a few more, added in I think one or Vib was saying that Chubb, you would love to have Babe Ruth in, and we already talked about that before. Like Babe Ruth would be an amazing, or any, as long as they had at least one sports like icon in there, whether it's Wayne Gretzky, Babe Ruth, somebody like that, it'd be amazing.
No, so there's a backstory to the Babe Ruth thing. So I don't think we told you about this. So they upload like the rough sketches of like the first like 4 chapters on
You did tell me.
website that we get the raws from.
You did tell me this.
Oh, okay. Did I tell you about how Babe Ruth was originally supposed to be there?
Yes, and who else?
Okay.
There was like 2 other people that were supposed to be there.
There was a Japanese general and somebody else.
Yeah. Because you sent me those pics like a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. And and I was like, yeah, okay, I was like, Babe Ruth, that's kind of weird. But then we were talking about it, who would we replace him with? Because I remember you and I arguing because you're hyped, you're standing the sniper. What's his name? Simo. And I'm just kind of like, listen, man, I know her is probably cool and stuff, but I'm like, I'd replace him any day of the week, like with somebody else, because I never heard of the person before, so I'm just not interested, right? So I'd replace him with somebody else. So when you told me Babe Ruth, I'm like, well, we'll replace him, and you're like, fuck no. And I was like, oh, well, okay. So we like the sniper person. Okay, cool. And we did get that sketch art of what the sniper person is gonna look like an Eskimo or some shit.
Yeah.
I find it funny you don't know the gender.
Yeah, I
like him, her, they, them.
Hey, listen, it's 2020. We have a bunch of fucking crisis going on in North America. I'm just trying to play the field here, man. I'm not getting in trouble with anyone. Nux Taku got swatted, for God's sakes. I'm just trying to be a level-headed Canadian here.
Are you really a YouTuber if you have not get swatted yet?
I mean, I've been arrested before, so I mean, yeah. So I mean, I still cringe when I hear like a hard knock on the door, and that's like the PTSD bullshit. So, I mean, anytime I hear like a hard knock, I'm like, oh fuck. Like my mind immediately gets into overdrive, right? And I'm just cooking burgers. I don't know what's going on, but like, so that kind of shit is always gonna, because I was arrested when I was a kid, right? So, but that shit has always followed me, so I understand the whole, so that's why I'm trying to be more politically correct as best I can here on YouTube. We're all friends. We're all happy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make political statements. I'm not going to talk about the Black Lives Matter stuff and stuff, which I do support. Don't agree with everything that's happened, but,
You are cutting out again, like really bad.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, like really, really bad.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, Chubb, am I really kind of not that bad? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was just listening through your stream to hear what you were saying.
Oh man, it's probably because I'm running a stream plus Discord at the same time.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the best thing, I know it sucks, guys, but maybe just listen to the stream and view me on Discord. I don't know.
No,
Because I don't really know how I could fix that because uh
I mean,
my
I
stream.
think this with that.
Okay. Because like my stream bit rate is totally fine, and it says excellent connection on Discord. So
And your internet so weak he can handle doing a live stream and a chat.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it is actually because I don't do that Wi-Fi shit. I do a direct connection because I've done the Wi-Fi stuff and it sucks for uploading.
Well, either way, I'm still questioning what the fuck are they trying? Are they even thinking that they are going to make? I mean, for one, they have Buddha there, and Buddha was already able to pierce someone with a fucking lollipop stick. And then you put in Kojiro, who defeated the second strongest god of the Greek pantheon. The man they call the god of gods. Like, I seriously don't think.
Let's hear what Chubb has to say about that. I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, once freaking Sasaki showed up, all of them were pissing their pants. Like, even Loki. Loki went from smiling the previous page when Buddha was doing his little power-up thing, and then he's like, oh no, this is a bad idea.
Yep. Yep. And that's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes are about to be massacred. And I was one of the only people to defend like Buddha in the last chapter. I didn't fully defend him, I'll admit. But I criticized his design. But I did caution, let's wait and see. You know. And I was super happy to see what he became. I was super happy to see that I can get behind Buddha. I still don't agree with the design. I think it could be less flamboyant, as much, like it felt like they were trying too hard. But I really do like the design, like in the sense of his personality, not so much his like outward appearance, but his demeanor, his attitude, all that stuff. I'm good with how he's portrayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I said,
Go on.
As I said in the comments, just make his shirt just pure black and get rid of the sandals, and it's good.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. I would say keep the sandals, make the shirt pure black, and get rid of the man bun for a ponytail. He's good to go.
For me,
Yeah.
I will admit that I was criticizing him since he appeared for the first time. But
Yep.
when I started reading the chapter and seeing his personality, then the whole fucking lollipop stick, and then he mocking the guy when he started screaming. Yeah, I can now overlook the whole design now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The stream says that Vib is in here saying, nice, good time to research on Shiva too, Griever. When I visit, I'll remember to hard knock. Thanks for that goddamn PTSD, Vib. Love you. And, well, I'm going to have some breakfast. Let's hope the One Punch Man chapter comes soon so I can join in for that stream, which I will be streaming when it drops. Maybe not the day of, depending on when it drops. I will still stream it. It just might not be the day if it's like 1 o'clock in the morning my time. Sorry, guys. It's not happening. But anyways, yeah. So, any other thoughts on the chapter, guys? What do you guys
Well, for one,
take away?
the only one I think that might survive all of this, I think it all comes down to Loki and Bishamon. The others are going to die. It's just a question of who is going first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess the question is, let's pull it right now. When we'll go top to bottom, we'll go Chubb, me, then one. Who do you think is coming out on top? Like the Buddha side or the Loki side? Chubb?
What?
You call out.
Oh, sorry. Who do you guys think is coming out on top? The Loki side or the Buddha?
I'm going to give it to the Buddha, of course.
Buddha
They-
team, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have Buddha. Then you throw in Okita. On top of that, you overkill with Sasaki there.
Right, right.
As I said earlier, Sasaki could literally probably 1v8 them and still come out on top.
Yeah. Mainly they fought the second strongest. Shown till now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, I really wish I could see, if Alan has survived, I wish I could see their reaction if he came there too.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. But anyways, unless you guys have any final thoughts on the chapter, I'm glad you guys jumped in. Maybe I'm breaking up. You guys can't hear me, but I'm hoping the stream can hear me. To say thanks, guys, for jumping in and stuff. I hope to do more of this stuff. Maybe I'll do this more for like more live streams, like the One Punch Man, the Valkyrie, that kind of stuff, and just have a little kind of after party live reaction part of the stream. Because it's good to talk to you guys about what's going on and stuff in the current chapters and that kind of jazz. So, anyways, so thanks to Chubb and thanks to One for joining me here on the last part of the stream for Valkyrie chapter 33. It was a lot of fun. It was a great chapter. I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll see you back here next time for chapter 34. Hope it has such an early translation that this one did. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah,
So
I was so fucking surprised that the translation came like one day after the Ross.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we were all really, really happy about that, and that's the reason I got to do this live stream so early after the release, because there was translated chapters and such. So thanks, guys, so much for watching. I'll be ending the stream now. Like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate it all. See you back here next time. Peace out.